Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to Wednesday Stamping Through My Stash. So, today I'm going to use the pieces that I used yesterday that I made for my stories and stamps using the Bows of Holly suite. So, I have all these pieces laying on my desk, and I thought I'm going to turn them into something. And at first, I was going to make a card, but I decided to introduce you to some other really cool products in the catalog. So I find that there's always hidden treasures in the catalog because they just don't stand out so much. It's a small picture and it looks kind of white and you just flip right over it. And then when you see it in actuality, you go, oh my goodness, that is so cool. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's take a look. See. So here is the leaves of holly. I'm going to be needing my bone folder. And I have all these pieces. Now, someone mentioned yesterday that they couldn't see, I'm just going to flip this, those little bell. I think it was you, Mary Ellen, that you said they were really hard to see. So I'm going to see if I can lift them up so you can get a better look. There, you can see the detail now, I think. How's that? Especially the one on the left, right by the two. It's really clear. So what's nice about these little bells is that they're thin and they're not heavy. So they won't make your card expensive to mail. So that's really cool. They are included in the Bows of Holly suite, and so are these little wooden things. So here, this one is colored with blends and the other one is natural. So you can see how nice they are. And on the wooden one, you can see that the edges are darker. So you get a nice contrast there. They're both beautiful, and I colored them with blends. So that's good to know. So here is one of the boxes that I'm going to be doing. This one is called a Delicate Details Treat Box. And you can see it already has your adhesive on it. So all you have to do is take your bone folder and score. So I'm just going to fold them all over just by hand here. And that way we can, this is actually contraband. It's a longer one than the Stampin' Up! One. I don't know where my Stampin' Up! One is. This one is before Stampin' Up! Days. And like I said, you could use one of our clear blocks as well instead of a bone folder. There, you could probably even use a ruler. What's nice about the bone folder is that it has a beveled edge, so you don't wreck your paper at all, your cardstock. So I've scored on all the lines, and so you're going to take the adhesive off. Oh, you know what? I didn't score on that line. Here. So with a box, the most important thing is that you have really nice solid creases, because that's what makes your box stand up nicely and look like a box instead of some crumpled mess. So now I'm just going to take off the backing from the adhesive one at a time, and then it's going to stick very well. So you want to take your time in putting it on. Yeah. And you know what? Again, typical squirrel fashion, I'm going into this completely blind. I haven't looked up anything as to if there's any tips or tricks. So I figure if I mess it up, then you will see that and you'll learn from my mistake. So I'm just tucking this in. And I'm just going a little bit away from the, you don't want to extend past the fold. So I'm abutting up against the fold. So now I just need to do this one. I love it when Stampin' Up! Makes it easy for us. So just gently put it in place. There we go. And now tuck those in, and I see, got my pokey tool. This is the Pick Me Up tool, by the way. It's a great little thing. And so now I'm going to, you can put your stuff in the bag, and then we can loop our ribbon through, and we have a cute little gift. So I'm going to go neutral. We're going to go with the ribbon that came in the suite. So what you want to do is see how it's all frayed on the end? You want to, where did my scissors go? You want to cut it on an angle. Okay. So always save one scissors that are your ribbon scissors. I got these from Stampin' Up, so these are my fancy ones. Those are my ribbon scissors. I have another pair that actually has a piece of ribbon tied around it. What you want to do is cut it on an angle. Now this ribbon does fray very easily, but when you have a point on your ribbon, it's helpful to poke it through the hole. So through one. And I'm going from the front to the back. Oops, see, it's already coming off a little bit. There. And then through from the back to the front. There we go. And I should have maybe done this last. I don't know. But the nice thing about tying a bow to seal your bag or box is that you can reuse it again. So, and I always like it at Christmas time. If someone's invited me for dinner, it's nice to come with a little gift. It's not necessary, but it's just a thoughtful thing. You know, if you've ever hosted anything, you know there's a lot of work involved. You have to clean your house, you have to make good food, you have to think about wine. Yeah, it's all the timing of it all. I think the hardest part is deciding, oh, what are we going to have? So now I'm just going to cut it on an angle. This one. And now I just want to put something like this on here. So we have I'm going to zoom in a bit, okay, so you guys can see better. I want to put the die cut in behind here. So what I'm going to do is grab my silicone mat. We need some liquid adhesive. Make a little puddle. And then a sponge. And you keep your sponges in a little baggie. These little baggies are from our Embellishments. Keep your glue sponges in there so they don't get all hard. You can't really wash a glue sponge. So now I'm just going to flatten up my puddle and then go on top of the holly leaves. And then just going to lay that like so. Hover over top. Oh, you know what? I have it backwards. I think I have it backwards. Yeah. No. Oh my word. Okay. This is the right one. I know it's the right one. I'm telling you, Jackie. I had a terrible night last night. I did not sleep well. Oh, there. I had hot flashes. I was coughing up to beat the band. Then I had chills. I thought I was coming down with a terrible flu. I was going to test myself for COVID this morning. But I'm just allergic to Chatham. So see how nice that is with the green? And then this might look nicer in red instead of white on white. Looks a little bit, not sure if I like that. I don't think I'm going to use this. Okay. I'm going to, see, that looks really pretty on there. Look at that. Oh, I love that. And then maybe I could even tie two bells with some linen thread. I think that's really cute. And then let's see, what else do we have? We have Christmas wishes. Okay, we definitely are going to work with this. Okay, so I found some linen thread. And linen thread, this is linen thread that came in a kit. Our kits are wonderful. They definitely come with a lot of great things. And I'm wondering if, I don't want them to kind of bang together. So what I'm going to do is tie them on the string. So that's one. And then I should have tied the other one first. You know what? I need a bigger piece here. That one was tied too close. So let's just do this one on this side. And we'll loop this one through. And you know, if it's your own thing, a little spit goes a long way. Yeah. goodness. Spit didn't help. My eyes aren't working this morning. There we go. So I kind of want them close together. This is not the fun part, but it's going to be. So I'm just going to tie this around in a loop, really close to the other one. Push it along. There, yeah, that's great. And now, of course, you know when you have a necklace and the little hanger goes the wrong way and then your necklace is upside down? That's kind of what's happened with this one here. There, okay. So I have them on the string. It's not as nice as I would like because it's bent a little. But I'm hoping with some manipulation it'll be okay. So I'm going to loop it through the bow, like so, and then I'm going to tie them. And you know what? If you're giving this to a card maker, they could take those embellishments off and use them for something else. Or they can re-gift your pretty bag. Oh yeah, that's nice. Here. And then I'm just going to flip this. It's very stubborn. And you know what? You can always add a glue dot to hold it in place the way you want it to be. There. I love linen thread. The linen thread just adds some different texture to the whole thing. Yeah, you know what? They're laying fine. Okay, so now we have that. See? And like I said, you can if you need to, but okay. So now I thought that this one would look nice with a bit of contrast, a little piece of red. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down the middle. And I'm going to lay it on my red piece, like so. And I just want to center that red strip. It's about 1/2 inch on my white piece. So cut, and then down the middle, and then from the middle, from each edge to the middle. Well, and if it's not perfect, just go again. That's why it's a good idea to leave a little bit more than you need instead of, so that if you need to do a little trimming, you can. You need a little wiggle room for errors. And especially if you've had a hard night and your eyes aren't working great. Okay, so we're going to, my bag is dented a little bit from, there we go, from me pressing. It's looking really pretty. Okay, we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Let's see. There we go. And the dimensionals will also hold it together, although I think the adhesive on here is really good. I'm going to do 3, okay? I'm going, because I want, like there's little holes in the bag too. I don't want this piece to fall off. Okay, I want my bag to stay nice for whoever's getting it. So that's gonna go like so. Is it crooked? I think it's good. And then I have to decide, I thought maybe this would look nice. I love this piece. And our liquid adhesive is really good. So I'm gonna put liquid adhesive on those 2 branches. And these wooden things they're really light, which is good, which means that those 2 little pieces will hold it for the whole thing. And I could have used a sponge for this too. Wouldn't have been bad. You know. Christmas wishes. Oh, it's looking really pretty. Let me zoom out. I'm really happy with that. Let's see. It looks really pretty. And if you put, like, wrap your little gift in with red tissue paper inside, And all it has to be is a couple little chocolates. It could be a pretty necklace, something little, just, yeah, an ornament, a Christmas ornament. That would be perfect. This would be nice to have on, if on Christmas morning or Christmas brunch or whatever, a dinner, any event really, by each place setting. You could put the name on there too if you wanted. I like it a lot. So the other thing I wanted to show you is these bags. Um, they are called Stars treat bags, and they're super heavy. They're really thick, and they are what you call food safe. So they're lined with something so that if you put cookies in here, then they will hold on. They will, and you can just you can use what do you call that? A staple to shut it. And I'm also thinking you could line it if you wanted to. You could put a piece of paper in behind so that the stars are a different color. You just measure this. Let me see. I have my ruler here. So it is 3.5 by, I would say, 5. So 3.5 by 5, and go just a hair shorter so that it fits in. I would go 3 3/8 by 5. And let's try it and see what happens. Good idea? So it did work out really well. So 3 3/8 by 5, and I just slid it in there. Now you could add a little bit of adhesive in on the inside of the bag to secure it, but you don't even really have to do that. It just sits in there. It gets held in because of the folds. See? And then I was thinking a couple of leaves like this. I'm not going to finish it because I see I'm running out of time. So you make a little garland like so, tie a bow on top, and then I was even thinking you could add a few more leaves and add a piece of soft sea foam underneath. And then I will finish this up later and I'll share it with you. So there's lots of great gift ideas. It's a fun stamp set, and I hope that you check it out. Oh, and before I go, here is the catalog, and it shows you some great cards. So it looks great with our snowflakes too. We have those pretty snowflakes, iridescent snowflakes. It looks great with our gold paper. I have all that stuff in Holland. I have to order more. See how pretty that is? And yeah, there's all kinds of things that you can do with mixing different shades of greens. And it also goes well with our poinsettia stamp. And then here is another one. I showed all the paper yesterday. It adds some pretty gems. And yeah, there we have it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me some comments. I really love interacting with you. And if you really want to make my day, click on the links and shop with me. You know, sometimes people think, oh, you're a very successful demonstrator. You've been around, you've got so many followers, blah, blah, blah. That's great. It's really nice getting a lot of love and likes and followers. But when you own your own business, it really boils down to people also placing orders. So if you're sitting on the fence, now is a great time to place your order and also get free celebration items. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And as soon as I see your order come through, you will get some PDF tutorial bundles in the mail to get your creativity going and to give you lots of inspiration. All right, have a super day. Bye.